Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ARK Survival Ascended. And today, I'm going to be going ahead and trying to tame up some Megaraptors. Now, it's about time that I start getting myself a good land combat creature. And the Megaraptor is one of the best land combat creatures out there now. While it's not nearly as powerful as a Rex, especially a mate-boosted Rex, its smaller size does make it really good for getting around.
Hello, you.
And I figured that it would be a really good tame to go ahead and use for some of the hunt missions here on land. Now, fortunately, from what I understand, there's quite a few of them over on the main island in the ocean biome, which is just about the only place I know where to find them. I don't know if they spawn in any other biome, but I'm just going to quickly pull up the gene scanner and go ahead and find them. And it looks like that is actually pointing to the main island. So yeah, we're going to head over there. Hopefully we can find some, and I should have a good torch, and I forgot the kibble, but I do have some extraordinary from bio-grinding some bad magmasaurs that I end up hatching. I don't actually know if there's any good levels over here, so I don't know how long we're going to have to wait. Hopefully, we should be able to find them pretty quickly. I haven't exactly decided if I want to just get one or if I want to get a pair of them so I can get an imprinted one. Obviously, the imprinted one would be preferred, but at the same time, I don't know how much I'm going to end up using these guys, simply because I'm not going to mutate them, and I feel that they might need to be mutated to be good, especially against the alpha hunts. But yeah, we're just going to see how this goes, and hopefully we can get ourselves a decent one to start with, and maybe a decent pair. That'd be good as well. But first, I'm going to have to find one, so it won't take too long. Let's just see. Alright, it's still over here. Fortunately, it's going to be a little bit difficult to find them here, because most of this island is a bit of a jungle. I do have a high... Oh, there we go. I think it's right in front of us. Yeah, level 20. Alright. Well, that's nowhere near good enough for me to want to go ahead and tame it, so definitely need to get rid of it. And hopefully, I'm going to find one on the island. I feel like that's probably pointing us somewhere else, but yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the best method for going ahead and trying to get these guys is. I'm hoping I could just teleport to some islands and that'll work, but if I have to, I'll have to go grab my sloop and I can try to go ahead and find them on other islands that I can't teleport to. I saw it over there, but I guess not. It can be a little bit difficult to find, and it looks like we actually have a pond over here. I should probably check to see if there's any tide pups for me to go ahead and tame. Oh, there's a 1 for 5. I'll definitely have to grab that at some point. Yeah, let's try to focus on Megaraptors here, because I do... Yep, there's one right over there. Okay, max level already. That's great. Just need to find its altar first, so we can actually start the taming process. I'm gonna make sure that everyone's on passive, and hopefully we can find the altar. Doesn't help that it's hunting me, though. I guess it's hunting my Bloodstalker, not me, because I don't have the stats effect, just my Bloodstalker does, so let's hope he can find something else to attack to give me a few minutes to find the altar, because it's pretty hard to find it when I'm being hunted like this. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a Gigantofist to go ahead and knock these guys out. I don't know if they actually even spawn on the map right now, which that'd be really nice. Help out a lot if I were to go ahead and do that, but yeah, I'm not really finding the altar around here. This could be a little bit problematic. Let's see if we can get this parasaur to take the heat off of us. And I just want to confirm, okay, I did bring my torch. Let's go ahead and equip that, and we can go ahead and use instead of the hand cannon for now. Yeah, fortunately I did get one of those off of a treasure cache, so you can go ahead, or I guess a treasure bottle. I'm not sure what their actual name is now, but yeah, the message in a bottle you can find on shore and use for taming parrots. Yeah, got a good torch out of that, so that should help with the taming process. If we can ever find the altar. Hang on a minute, let me try and find this thing, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to start the taming. Alright, I found the altar. This should be it. Now I just need the Megaraptor to not be chasing me so I can actually go over and challenge it. Which, unfortunately, that's going to be the hard part. Well, let's see, is it still chasing me? Kinda. Actually, it's definitely chasing me. Let's head over here. I think I may have time to go for it. Let's see, I can't remember if you can, have a creature out. Oh, it must be getting close by. Oh, right, there. Here we go, okay. And for whatever reason, it looks like the fog is not here. Alright, it's probably going to take me a little bit of time to get used to doing these. Well, I did do a couple of them on Val. I ended up taming the majority of them with the Giganophis to go ahead and make it a little bit easier on myself. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. It looks like this torch does do a pretty good amount of torpor. Oh, I'm not actually sure how having a companion's gonna work with this. Hopefully it doesn't go too badly. Looks like I unfortunately hit him with the torch. That's not good. See if I can whistle him away for now. Let's see if I can just get another one. And yeah, my timing's not great right now. Yeah, honestly, this may take a while, so let me go ahead and just skip through a bit of this. Okay, so we're around halfway there, and so far I've been doing pretty good, I think, ever since I've finally gotten back into it. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I've been doing pretty well, and I'm getting used to it again. I definitely am curious to know what this looks like from another perspective. Like, if you're watching someone tame one of these, can you just see the Megaraptor the entire time? And is it just the person who's taming it who can't see it? Or does it actually just go invisible for 90% of the whole fight? And that's why the fog's not there. My Tide Pup's clearing it. Honestly, now that I know that, maybe it does actually just go completely invisible, because I guess I would have thought that the fog is... I messed that one up horribly. Anyway, I would have guessed that the fog would have been the reason... Uh-oh. What's going on here? Why can't I, Alright, I guess we need to just get out for now. I don't know what's going on. For whatever reason... snapped out. Just get some distance for now. Wait, is there another one? I think there might be. Yeah, that's why another one's over here now. Okay, that's not good. Is this the 150? Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. Somehow we've managed to find a pair of 150s. I guess I will not be taming one. I will, in fact, be taming two. Yeah, that's a little bit problematic. Let's see, the male has pretty decent damage, and the female, who's apparently the one I'm taming, I thought I was taming the male. What? Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's just head back over here and see if we can continue the taming. I think that I should be able to leave my Bloodstalker here, because it should only be worried about taking me out. Let's just continue hitting this, and hopefully they're no longer here. Yeah, here we go. Alright, hopefully we don't get interrupted again. I think we should be okay. Yeah, that was not what I was expecting. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I thought that we were taming the male. I thought that the one we first found was a male. I'll have to go back and look at that. Whoop. I messed up. Oh, actually I didn't. That one just hit my Armadago. Yeah, I guess I'll have to go ahead and tame both these up. I do have the kibble for that, so that will be easy, but yeah, it means I'm going to have to do this taming process again on the male, and hopefully I can go ahead and get them both food. It's it's going to be a bit difficult to find the male's altar because, I mean, he's the one I was looking for this whole time, so yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Unfortunately, yeah, my armor dog is probably going to die here pretty soon, but that's okay. I guess the main thing he's doing is just keeping me from overheating, but we should be fine for a little bit without that. There we go. Did that? Nah, I don't think that worked. Ah. Let me try and send him away. Well, that didn't work. I'm going to end up paying my blood soccer at this rate. There we go. Or with any luck, they won't aggro the other one. I could... No, go away. I said go away. I'm trying to keep you safe here. Just stay away so I can finish this. I should take a couple more swings. There we go. Honestly, I've just been thinking, ever since I did this back on Val, I don't know how anyone can do this on controller, simply because I feel that the camera turn with a controller would just be too short. I mean, I'm having to move my mouse incredibly quickly to even have a chance at hitting this thing. So with the controller, I don't know how you guys do it. That's impressive. Unfortunately, quick hitting is not a very good trait for a Megaraptor. Let's get out of here. Yeah, there he is. Where is your altar? I don't know. Are they always in clearings like the females was? Or, this is... Oh yeah, here it is. Alright, I'm gonna go get kibble for the female just to make sure. So yeah, hang on, and I'll bring you guys back when we're almost about to knock out the male. Okay, so I came over here to challenge the 150 male, and there's another 145 female. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about this. What's the king slang? I'm honestly kind of thinking it might be best to just get rid of this one. Maybe. My armored dog is almost certainly going to die here. It looks like both of them are over there, so... yeah, he's going to be dead here in a second. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to tame that 145 or not. Yeah, it just sounds... It's a lot of work, and I don't really know if I need it, so... Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start this one up. It's out hunting still, so there we go. Hopefully with any luck, this one should go pretty easily, and hopefully that 145 will stay away, because, yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to put myself through taming a third one of these. Just taming 2 is already enough. I don't really mind their taming method, I just mind how little torpor they get. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with the Fasola. The taming method itself, in my opinion, isn't that bad. It's just, it takes so long because the method of applying torpor is just really inefficient. I'd much rather go ahead and just shoot it with shocking tranks or something. But, yeah, it's okay. And I feel like this is actually, I was really hoping these guys would be in either the bog or, honestly, now that I think about it, the volcano could work pretty well, but they actually look pretty good here in this jungle area. It kind of makes a little bit of sense, I guess. There we go. Yeah, anyway, let me go ahead and just finish taming this guy up, or knocking it out, I guess, and then I will bring you guys back. There we go. Alright, 145, or I guess 150, male knocked out. Should take 6 kibble, so hopefully you should tame up pretty quickly. My Bloodstalker is not in a good state, unfortunately. He ended up getting beat up a lot, so probably gonna have to go ahead and take him out somewhere, and it's like he's actually healed up a pretty good amount off using the blood packs I gave him. For whatever reason, when they eat blood packs for food, they get a ton of health, but whenever they take them out of your inventory because they drop to low health, they get almost no health from them, so I don't probably know why, but just something I noticed, so probably keep some blood packs in your Bloodstalker's inventory and let it starve, and then it'll go ahead and heal itself up by eating those. But yeah, it's gonna take a while for these guys to tame up, and then, honestly, I want to go ahead and breed them together, and then give the baby a little bit of time to level, so, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wait a day or two to go ahead and let that happen, so, yeah, I'll be back in a couple days, at least for me, when I'm ready to go ahead and actually show off the baby that we get out of this. Alright, so I'm here at the mission dispatcher that we're going to be doing. This is the Sarco Hunt mission, and I think it actually has the Raptor one here too, right? No, it's the Spino one. We're going to be doing the Sarco one just because it's the easier option. I need to be really careful because that acro is a 145, so I'm going to have to be really careful. Unfortunately, hunt missions in the bog are really annoying because finding the tracks can be difficult under all of the foliage and the water, so hopefully it goes decently well. And I'm hoping that we have enough health for this, but yeah, I'm not really sure. We're gonna pull this off. By the way, yeah, here's the stats we're working with. Pretty decent, but nothing that I'd really use for mutating. Yeah, all the tracks must be in the water or something. I can't see them.
What's that over there?
I'm just gonna kind of trust that if I go in the general direction, I'll find them.
Let me scan this right quick.
Yeah, doing this. The ones underwater are so much easier. Okay, so I'm stuck between. Yep, alright. Apparently I should be mutating acros if they're gonna be this common. Can I check the stats? Okay, that's pretty bad. And that one? That's pretty good damage. Yeah, it's probably gonna take me a while to go ahead and figure out where the Sarco is, so give me a little bit and I'll try and find it. Okay, I finally found the Sarco. I had to backtrack and find some tracks that were forever ago, and yeah, holy cow, our damage is absolutely insane. Yeah, I'm remembering one of the main reasons why Gen 1 was so not great, and yeah, the fact that these hunt missions, you have to go ahead and find the tracks is just ridiculous. I really wish that they changed how this works, or at the very least the tracks were above the water and stuff around here, because seriously, I could not find it for, I mean, it's been almost 15 minutes since I started this thing, so it's taken forever, and it's mostly because I just wasn't able to find the tracks because they were in the water and also just not there. So yeah, I really wish that they'd go ahead and rework those. I was really hoping they'd do that with Genesis Ascended, but yeah, that's really disappointing. Fortunately, we did clear through it pretty easily. Unfortunately, this acro's kind of just been following me, so yeah, hopefully it doesn't become that big of a problem.
Will you look at that?
Another thing I end up noticing is you can kind of see them through the water because of the big red glow that they cause. But yeah, if you don't follow every single one perfectly, it doesn't really work. Which was really hoping that they'd go ahead and change that. Fortunately, it looks like this one's going to be a lot easier than the other one.
Will you look at that?
So hopefully, we should be able to find the Sarco pretty quickly. And it's back in the water. Fortunately, this glow definitely helps, but yeah, it would be nice if you just didn't have to find all of the tracks and you could just go ahead and use them as a way to guide you to where it is, which is realistically what it probably should be. Let's see. I think we should be seeing it in a few minutes, right? Maybe it's up in this clearing.
Wait a tick, and I'll scan this one.
Yep, there it is. Alright. I just now realized I don't actually know if the isolation buff is working on this guy, so hold on, let's just target him. He is isolated, so you do get the isolation buff when fighting these things. That's good to know. And I can't remember if it's higher DPS to use the combo or to not use the combo. But the combo applies bleed, so I'll definitely utilize it that way. And he should be running away here. Yeah, there we go. So hang on, let me just go ahead and find him again. And I'll bring you guys back and we can finish him off. Alright, here we go. And it looks like, yeah, it's just normal Sarco, so it shouldn't be too bad to take them all out. Unfortunately, yeah, this does remove the isolation buff, so fortunately they should go down pretty quickly. there goes one. And it looks like we do get the apex drops. That's... okay, that could be good for farming Tuso tentacles for if I end up taming a bunch of Helicoprians. I'll have to keep that in the back of my mind. Yeah, this guy should be going down pretty quickly. And honestly, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, especially with this guy, I could just kind of jump around a bunch. Let's see what we got. Bronzer platform, a ton of Iggy saddles. I don't need all that. Alright, garbage as expected, honestly. But, yeah, honestly, I'm almost wondering if I could do that on beta. You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, so hang on. I'm also gonna have to go ahead and heal this guy up. But yeah, then I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing an attempt on beta, and we'll see how that goes. So hang on a minute. I gotta go heal up the Megaraptor. Okay, so we're here ready to try this thing on beta. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know how big the difficulty creep from gamma to beta is, but if it's anything like the outpost on Lost Colony, it's going to be pretty drastic. So hopefully I should be able to go ahead and find the tracks a lot easier this time. Unfortunately, the color of the sky is really messing with me here. Might be a little bit difficult to go ahead and find everything. I also don't know why all the creatures are highlighted, but honestly, I kind of like it. Hopefully we can keep it this way. And I'm guessing... no. Start over here, meaning there's probably some through here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, hopefully this doesn't take too long, and hopefully within the first fight we'll know if we'll be able to handle this or not. Alright, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a pain to figure my way out through this, so give me a few minutes and I'll bring you guys back when we're at the Sarco. Okay, the Sarco should be appearing here any minute. I think we're about the last tracks we have. It looks like, yeah, the Acro and Bronzer are fighting, so we're just gonna collect these, and he should be right up here, right? Yep, here we go. Alright. Let's hope this works. 700 is nowhere near, and that damage is significantly higher. Okay, well, I mean, the good news is bleed can kind of carry. Honestly, my big concern right now is my stamina, especially because Megaraptors have some of the worst stamina regeneration of any creature I've ever seen. But I think we might be able to pull it off if we just utilize the bleed really well. Especially given that Sarco's turn radius is so bad. But yeah, this one might actually take a while, so... yeah, hopefully we can pull this off. I doubt we'll get any good loot out of it, but it'll definitely be interesting to see if we could do this. Especially if I manage to get more XP on this guy and a good saddle. This would definitely be a really good way to handle these. I mean, so far I'm basically avoiding all forms of damage. But yeah, my stamina's going to run out, so let's just hop over here. Let the bleed kind of do its thing. We might have to try and use some hit and run tactics. Is it running now? Yeah, there it is. Alright. So that's the first fight done. We didn't even take 1,000 damage, but we definitely could have if I stayed around for too long. Here, I'll drop the meat from earlier back in. And hopefully, next fight goes just as well. Alright, there it is again. What kind of stats are we looking at here? Just to check how much health. 250,000. Holy cow. Sarco with 250,000 health is absolutely insane. Yeah, I definitely am going to have to try and mostly be just relying on bleed to do most of the work here, because just straight damaging it's probably not going to work out that well. Let's hop back in here for a second. Go. Fortunately, our frame rate isn't that great, which is making combat a little bit difficult. I really wish that the combo attack used right click makes it really hard for me, for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just something about the way my brain does this kind of thing, but for whatever reason, hitting R with a combo attack just really is hard on me. I guess it also doesn't help that it's really close to E, so there's a chance that I just accidentally dismount, which would be really bad in a situation like this. Looks like it's running away though, which is good. Maybe not. I think one more thing of bleach should do it though. Yeah. Either way, I definitely would want to be using one of these things on these hunt missions, just because the ability to proc bleed would be really helpful. So, while I don't think I'm going to be able to handle an alpha hunt mission, or honestly, even beta with most other creatures, I think most of the reason I'm succeeding in this one, at least decently, is mostly down to the fact that the Sarkos turn radius is so bad I can kind of just spin around him and proc bleed. Yeah, I think having one of these things around would be really helpful for doing the alpha hunt mission, so...
Aha! I found something.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I am thinking on using aloes for these, though, so... Aloes will definitely be able to do a lot of damage, so... That would definitely be useful.
I found something.
But... Yeah, hang on, let me just get to the final fight and then we can finish this up.
Let me scan this right.
Alright, here we go.
Scan this right quick.
Not really sure how this is going to go, seeing that they're not going to be isolated, but we're going to give it our best shot. Just see how the bleed does. Fortunately, they all seem to be stuck inside of each other, which is going to be really helpful. Quickly proc bleed. Let's get out of here before it starts doing major damage. Now it looks like they're starting to break out a little bit. I'd like to be able to isolate the big guy if I can. Let's see. Get a good hit in. Proc some bleed. Hop back out. Yeah, these are definitely going to be really good for these missions, even if they can't solo them. Which honestly, even just a good saddle, I think would significantly improve how I would be able to handle this fight. So, if I get a better saddle, I definitely will try this again. And of course, I haven't put like any points in the damage, so the better that this guy gets, the better he's going to be at taking out these hunt missions. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Solitary Hunter bonus doesn't go away unless there's another Megaraptor, so I'm pretty sure as long as there's only one Megaraptor, I could have a pack of owls or something with me and still use this guy to maximum effectiveness, so unfortunately, we didn't get the XP for the kill, so hopefully we can get it off of these guys. Go ahead and just apply some healing. We get some stam, and yeah, hopefully these guys aren't able to go ahead and do anything crazy. I don't think they can, but yep, they're not really sure what's going on with them. Now, looks like the bleed's doing its job, though. This is unfortunate that they're mate boosted, though. Also, one thing that's really helpful for these, even just going ahead and collecting all the tracks, is that because Megaraptors can sprint when they're strafing, so that's really helpful. The minute one of these goes down, the other one will die very quickly. Are they doing 0 damage? They are. I wonder if they can't do damage once the brute is dead. Oh, never mind, they are doing damage. What? Okay, hold on. We need them to die quickly. Alright, we got double. Both of them died to... And 0 XP. Great. Looks like garbage loot yet again. Giga Saddle. That's definitely something, I guess. It's definitely not like Gigas can't spawn on this map. Hang on, just gotta make sure. Nope. Nope, alright. Want to make sure they didn't add the tech Giga, but, I mean, we did it. Just wasn't easy. And honestly, probably wouldn't have been able to do it if it was anything except the Spino. I mean, the Sarko. Definitely would not have been able to do it if it was the Spino. Yeah. Honestly, I guess that wasn't too bad, all things considered. I mean, this is a primitive just imprinted off of two max level tamed Megaraptors, so I mean, unfortunately, I can't really farm anything, and oh, I did not realize how much hexagons I have. I must have got a bunch of those from the bounties that I've been doing. Yeah, how much did that give me?
Teleport activated.
That would have given me 11,500, so 3 of that for a single, box. I think it actually is a little bit more than 3, but it's whatever. Yeah. These guys would definitely be really good. While at face value, it may not have looked like that went that well. Honestly, these things would be incredibly good for those hunt missions. If I had a mutated one, it would be... I mean, if I brought Beowulf over here with his good saddle too, and all of his traits, I think that we would be able to handle beta easily. And honestly, with the Sarka, we might even be able to solo alpha. I guess honestly, even right now I could solo alpha. All I'd really need to worry about is my defense, because realistically, I'm pretty sure Bleed did 90% of the work there, so... yeah, I would probably need to go ahead and get myself a better saddle if I want to go ahead and do this, but I honestly might ride on this guy whenever I go into those with whatever else I have following me, simply because I think that the Bleed is just too valuable, and I don't think... is there Thylas on this map? Hang on, let's check that. Oh, there is. It looks like they're here in the ocean biome would be my guess. I don't think they used to be on the map, so they must be in the ocean biome now. Might need to tame some of those, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's quickly go ahead. I'm just going to deposit all my stuff here into his inventory, so I can go ahead and open up a crate. And we're going to see if it gives us anything good this time around. Last time it was really bad, but maybe... I see Extraordinary Kibble, and is that a Rhino Chibi? I think I saw a Rhino Chibi. Flowers, Wyvern Milk. I mean, that's something. Would be nice if I was going into a fight where I knew there'd be a bunch of bleed. Let's go ahead and drop that kibble off in here first. There we go, and yeah, you can't put Wyvern Milk in there. But I'm pretty sure I saw a, let me just make sure. Yeah, there's a Rhino Chibi. I mean, there's currently an event going on, so I can get a lot more of them, but I might use this guy. We'll see. But, yeah, honestly, that didn't go nearly as bad as I was kind of expecting it to. I mean, it didn't go amazingly, but I definitely will probably be using this guy. So yeah, I guess Megaraptors, as I guess was probably obvious, Megaraptors are really good for hunt missions, and if you have any really good ones from Val, or I guess they're even on Lost Colony too, definitely bring them over, because they will definitely be really good at helping you with those. Up until the final fight, and honestly, most of the final fights, I guess they're technically adds, the extra creatures that the boss normally has aren't the same species, meaning you would be able to isolate them, which would make yourself even better at dealing with them. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend going ahead and bringing Megaraptors to help you out, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I got for this one, so, as always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.